Thanks, Graham. One of my favorite parts about going back to school was, you know, all the stationery and all the cool pens and stuff. Anyway, this is the social media report, and we're going to new toys, as Graham said. We sift through all the lunchtime Instagrams and status updates about gym to get to the good stuff so that you don't have to. Now, the trending story this week had everything to do with matric. That was the top trending keyword, and it is the biggest part of social media over the past few days because all the results were published in newspapers all across the country. Amongst the obvious drivel of people shouting, "Woohoo, I finished matric," and "I passed matric in 2012. I actually heard metric 2012 on Facebook the other day. Yeah. The opinion about the results was a little varied. Gareth Cliff did a cool thing, though, by encouraging those who didn't pass. He said, "Seriously, if you didn't pass matric, there's so much to do. This country needs every one of us. Don't give up." And for a change, he's completely right. Prisoners seem to do extremely well, which I'm very proud of. Not only are they paving the way for a solid future for themselves, they're bouncing the trend for other inmates to further their studies. On Twitter, Mosh Taffer had this to say. Let me just bring up the tweet here. He said that Durban prisoner inmate Chris Mazubuku passed his matric examinations with 5 distinctions with an average of 79.25%. Now, that is incredible. Change starts with you, and you can only make that change happen. So that's very exciting. Now, to celebrate education as the schools go back with all the matrics that passed last year, the trending video for this week is called Amazing Facts to Blow Your Mind Part 2. It's a great video that puts together some amazing facts about our world into one video that will explode your mind. Currently, it's sitting on nearly 1.8 million views, and it's great to celebrate inquisitive minds, and school is one of those places that it can get fed the most. Like, did you know a single sperm stores roughly about 37.5 megabytes of DNA information in it? And if everyone in China walked past you in single file, it'd take 30 years for the queue to finish, given the rate of reproduction? Take a look at the video.
The average person walks the equivalent of 3 times around the world in a lifetime. Meanwhile, if the population of China walked past you in a single file line, it would take about 30 years. And did you know that the Apple iPhone is the second best-selling product of all time after the Rubik's Cube, which actually has 43 quintillion, 252 quadrillion, 3 trillion, 274 billion, 489,856,000 possible configurations. Much like a deck of cards, which when shuffled will result in a configuration that has never existed ever before. How can this be? The simple mathematical calculation shows that the possible arrangements of a deck of cards are monumental. Before the eraser was invented, red was used to remove pencil marks, while peanut butter under extremely high pressure can be turned into diamonds. That's one useful sandwich. And if you feel like a warm cup of coffee with that, try yelling for 8 years, 7 months, and 6 days, which should produce enough sound energy to heat your coffee up.
Our world is truly incredible. Our follow of the week goes to Top Billing's very own Bonang Mateba. This inspiring lady has just made Forbes' 13 most influential African artist lists, which is an incredible achievement. Only 3 South Africans made it. It's no wonder, though, as she's sitting on nearly 330,000 followers on Twitter, making her one of the most influential people in the country. Make sure you follow her on @Bonang_Mateba. You can find all of that information on our social media. Check on Facebook. Thanks for watching. This has been your social media report, and now to an ad break.